Here's your daily dose of fitness, food, and fun. Anjelica's Daily Surprise starts now.
But I like a good O. Henry for a snack or as a prank to throw in a pool. Hey, I get a little crazy sometimes. Ooh, alcohol. Keep ending up in the booze section. I want hot, salty nuts in my chocolate. Hello there. Today, we're not in my apartment. They've set me free. And what have I done with my freedom? Well, I've come to give you some hard-hitting candy critiques. Now, Halloween's just around the corner, which means we've got little bite-sized packages of all different kinds of candy, and I'm gonna give you the scoop on my preferences. Super important information, right? Okay, Coffee Crisp, my favorite. That subtle coffee flavor mixed with the wafers, it's my favorite chocolate bar. That's right, I'm starting from number 1. Coffee Crisp, my favorite ice cream, my favorite candy bar. I used to grate it with a cheese grater on ice cream when I was a kid, okay? I'm an innovator. The Kit Kat, I feel like it is second place when it comes to the wafer game, right? I find it doesn't have as much flavor as the Coffee Crisp, but hey, I think they should collab and do a Coffee Crisp Kit Kat. Have they done that? I don't think so. It's like it would be a Coffee Crisp base, but done in a Kit Kat form, so you can break off small pieces. I should work for Big Candy. Aero, definitely. Whenever I buy this package every year, this is like the last thing to get eaten. Actually, I usually give it away to the kids. This is how all Halloweens start, right? You know, you're like, I'm gonna prepare. I'm gonna get boxes of candy for the kids and be ready for them. And it's gonna be so great. And then you're like, oh, actually, hey, I think I might just try this, you know, just for quality control. And then you keep eating, and then you eventually end up with just Aero bars and Mars bars. Moving on. Okay, so what else do we have? Smarties. Smarties are good too. I like them. You know how you have like different ways of eating candy? Sometimes I like to just suck the candy coating off and then like bite through the chocolate, and then sometimes I'm just crunching through it all. Depends on the mood, you know? Do you have a way that you eat certain candy? Sour Patch Kids. Okay, I love Sour Patch Kids, but only the red ones. So anytime I ever get Sour Patch Kids, you know I've been in the bag because all the red ones are missing, and then all the green ones, and then I just leave the bag, and it's full of like lemon and orange. You gotta find yourself somebody that likes the opposite flavors of candy as you. Then you can finish a whole bag. Swedish berries, my number 1, okay? I love Swedish berries. They will and forever always will be my number 1 Maynard's candy. I like cherry blasters too. So when I'm in the mood for like a little bit of like maybe sugar, sour, I go for the cherry blasters. And when I want something just kind of sweet that I don't have to crunch on, I go for the berries. Fuzzy peaches, very good too, I will say. Not my number 1, but a close third. Swedish fish, why do we need that? Why do we need a fish-shaped candy? Swedish fish? Are Swedish people famous for their fish? Is that like a thing? What flavors are these? I only see orange, yellow, and green. That is not a good sign, unless it's pineapple flavored. I like a good gummy when the lemon is a pineapple one, but you usually get that in like tropical variations, like tropical Skittles. Their yellow is always like something way superior to lemon. Okay, since there's like not a lot of candy to critique here, I saw this. Can I tell you, I OD'd. I had like 3 jars to myself one day, and I had puke and diarrhea at the same time, but I still eat it. That's how good it is. What is it made out of? Not probiotics, that's for sure. Ooh, alcohol. Keep ending up in the booze section. Okay, this is one of my favorite boxes. You got your Snickers, you got your Twix, you got your peanut M&Ms. I could do without these two. Like I said, Aero bars and Mars bars, That's what I'm giving to the kids. That's what I'm giving to the kids. Can I tell you, one time I tried to deep fry a Mars bar because I heard it was like a thing, but like I deep fried it just on its own with like no batter, and it like melted all over the pan. I scraped it up and I ate it. I'm not a waster. Twix is good. I think this is my #1 chocolate bar. I like Swedish berries. I like Coffee Crisp. Coffee Crisp and Twix. If I was on a desert island and it was Coffee Crisp or Twix, I'm going with the Twix. Look at the two of them side by side. I mean, it doesn't. Actually, Coffee Crisp has way more layers, but Twix has like caramel. So sometimes I bite off the caramel, I suck that down. Then I finish off with the cookie. Sometimes I wanna take the whole thing and go like I'm a little beaver chewing a log down. That's how I treat Twix. The only reason why I don't like Mars bars is because there's no like crunchy nut in it. I need a nut in my chocolate. That sounded really bad. I need nuts in my chocolate. I want hot, salty nuts in my chocolate. It's getting much worse. Peanut M&Ms, my favorite M&M, right? Peanut M&Ms, so good. My only problem with peanut M&Ms is that there's like 2 in every package. So you get all excited. You open up your peanut M&Ms and you're like, oh cool, it's like 3 M&Ms and that's it. So then you eat 10 packages and then you feel bad about yourself because you see all the evidence surrounding you. Chocolate M&Ms, it's the competitor to Smarties. Which do I prefer? Smarties. But once again, Smarties doesn't have a peanut M&M. Maybe Smarties needs to get on that train, huh? Would you eat a peanut Smartie? I would. I want to see what they do with that. Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, they will never be anything like it. It is the absolute king of chocolates. I'm sticking with my Twix as my #1, but I do love a peanut butter cup. People always ask me, they're like, oh, how do you diet? My dieting is so fucked up, okay? Like, this is me dieting. I'll have Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, like I'll get a pack, but I'll only eat 1 a day. That's all I'm allowed. So I continue to eat junk food. It's just 1 little cup, and then I'm done. And then I come back the next day for my little cup when I've been a good girl, and that's how you do it. So painful. We have Starbursts. Oh, see? Starburst, they're smart. They know that everybody likes the reds. So they give you a package full of the reds. That's how you do it. Are you listening, Sour Patch Kids? If you want my business, I want a bag of reds. That's what it's called, Sour Patch Kids Bag o' Reds. Starburst is good. Skittles are great. I mean, you can't go wrong with this. If you're somebody that like really likes candy, then this should satisfy you. Oh man, this reminds me of when I was a kid. I used to eat so many sour Skittles that the roof of my mouth became shredded. And like I couldn't eat anything hot for like a day. Okay, by the way, this is not my mess. We just came across this. Somebody literally left their 2 buns, Fruit Gushers, and 2 bananas. Like, this is very penile and phallic, and I'm not gonna help the situation. We're gonna make a little art piece here. There you go. Ew, and they left like a tissue? That's gross. Art. These are the underdogs for me. Because altogether, none of these are my favorites, but they're a solid like 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th place, okay? Usually in like the box of Twix. You know, you get your Twix, but then I'm stuck with these like M&Ms that I don't want. So it overall takes down the value of the candy box. But this, I like all of these equally, which makes it so much more valuable to me. Crispy Crunch, actually. Okay, I'm very indecisive. Is Crispy Crunch my favorite? No. No, it's not, because there's like a toffee coating that gets stuck in my teeth occasionally. But I do love the flakiness of it, and I love it when it's cold. Wunderbar, same thing. Mr. Big, so good, but a little too sweet. Caramel's nice. I usually end up giving those to my mom because she loves caramel. I love how they're like 100% sustainably sourced cocoa. Thank you. Now I'll feel better about binge eating tonight. I'll be like, at least it was ethically sourced. Whoa, check out this party pack. We've got Whoppers. What do you think? Which is the better malted ball chocolate? Whoppers or Maltesers? Now, I know I'm a Malteser, so I'm a bit biased, but I do like the flavor of Whoppers. They're a little smaller, they're a little denser, a little more malty. I find Maltesers are a little bit airy, but very good. Let me know what you think. Whoppers or Maltesers? We need to settle this. O. Henry. I love a good cold O. Henry in a pinch. Sometimes I just want, like, I don't want a Snickers because it's too gummy. I want like all nut. Here I go again with the nuts. I'm nut crazy. But I like a good O. Henry for a snack or as a prank to throw in a pool. Hey, I get a little crazy sometimes. Oh, you got the individually wrapped Reese's, that's a star. But then you have the Reese's Pieces. It's like, come on, Reese's Pieces. You will never be the Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. You're like the less loved, ugly stepsister. Let's face it, right? I will say, though, they do have the monopoly on like peanut Smartie, that, whatever this is, like a Smartie that's peanut filled. Anyways, they're okay, but when I get to choose between this and this, you're going with this 100% of the time. If you prefer Reese's Pieces over Reese's Peanut Butter Cup, show yourself so that I can tell you off to your face. So, which candy am I gonna buy today? That's an absolutely ridiculous question. Of course, all of it. See you next time on Anjelica's Daily Surprise, and have a happy Halloween.